All right, let's do this. This might be the most valuable video I've produced so far. In this video, I'm going to go through the exact step-by-step process I've used to make enough money to travel continuously by selling digital marketing services such as website design, social media, and email marketing without having ever met these clients face to face. Who is this for? This is for anybody that has a desire to travel. You can work from home doing this, fine, but I think this is the most valuable way to pay for your trip as you're actually traveling. Why should you listen to me? I've been working remotely for the last 5 years, and I have spent a considerable amount of that time traveling and making the money for the trip while on the trip. I now currently run a website design business, which pays me enough money that I can travel full time and lets me live in London. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to quickly run through the top line 5 steps. Okay, so you have first phone call, which is a cold call, and you have the next meeting, which is the close. You have the delivery. You've obviously got to deliver what you say you're going to, and then you have the upsell and the testimonial. Okay, let's go through this step by step. Okay, the first thing that you're going to want to do, and I'm going to try and stop saying okay so much. The first thing you need to do is pick a group of people that you're going to reach out to. We're going to assume from now on through the video that what you've decided to do is sell websites, sell social media, and sell email marketing to business owners in your country of choice, preferably your native language, because that's the one you'll be able to communicate best in, unless you're particularly fluent. Okay, with that being said, I've said okay again. With that being said, once you've picked who you're going to target, let's use plumbers as an example now. So you're going to target plumbers, sell them websites, sell them email marketing, and sell them social media. Perhaps for plumbers, social media and email marketing isn't the best thing, but a website is important, because when a customer of theirs looks up their business online, they need to trust that the person that they're going to bring into their home is who they say they are, can do the job, you know, and won't mess them over and leave them with water all over the house, as an example. Okay, how are you going to talk to these plumbers? Well, if you are not already getting a lot of referrals from other plumbers who you've done a good job for, you can't just open shop and expect business to start rolling in. It doesn't work like that. So you need to outreach to these businesses. This doesn't matter where you are. The best way of reaching someone, in my opinion, for this type of business is a cold call. And the next question you might be asking is, well, if I'm traveling, my phone isn't going to work. How am I going to be able to call these people? You can get software which, when you dial a number in any country in the world, it will dial it from a number in that country. So that's sorted. Go and look up that software. You know, remote calling. I don't want to talk about it in this video. The software is there. Google that. Okay? So you have your list. You have your industry you're going to target, plumbers. Now you just need to find make a list of plumbers, and you can do this yourself on your phone. Plumber in, so you just Google plumber in London, and you then hammer that list one by one by one by one. You should use a CRM like HubSpot. I'll have another video where I will teach you how to use HubSpot. I think it's really important to know how to use a CRM like HubSpot. Let's not talk about this in this video. The main thing here is one after the other, you call them. You're probably going to be bad in the beginning if you are. I can imagine the people watching this video haven't had any experience doing this, okay? How do you do the phone call? Just quickly. Ring, ring. Hello. Hi, this is Alex. I build websites for other plumbers. I thought it might be valuable to you. Do you need any help with your website? Silent. Wait for them to respond. You've just interrupted their day. They'll either say, no, I'm all right, thanks. You're very unlikely to get a bad response from them, but you'll probably get a lot of "no, I'm all right, thanks, no, I'm all right, thanks." But if you call enough people, someone will say, "Oh, actually, yeah, I'm looking into this, so what do you do?" Okay, if you've never built a website before, that doesn't matter. You can be honest with them and say, I've just set up my business, I have 5 example sites, I will send them to you if you want. Because you haven't got a customer yet, your only job is to get a customer. Once someone says, "Hey, yeah, this sounds interesting, can you send me some things you do?" Now you have the other problem, which is, okay, I need to be able to prove to this person that I can do the job. Okay, but not until you've got a first lead, because your biggest problem is, I don't have customers. The goal of this initial conversation is to give them enough information that they are interested and they highlight to you that this is something that they would find valuable. The goal of this conversation is to probably get another meeting. If you can close them on the phone and say, "Yep, it's 50% up front, I'll build you this website," amazing. In my experience, those first call closes typically are fairly difficult. So the goal, because they're probably busy and you've interrupted them, is to schedule a time with them where you say, "Let's talk about this properly, find out exactly what you need, and go from there." If they say why, you say, "Well, if I ask you these specific questions about your business, I can build you a website much better suited to what you need, and I can also give you a fair quote, because I'll be quoting for exactly the things that you need." So, phone call, one after the other, aim for 100, okay? And next day, because you'll be exhausted after 100, do another 100, and keep going until someone says yes. This sounds hard, but if you want to travel and make money like this, it is hard in the beginning before you get referrals. 100 calls, bang, 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 bang. No, 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 no. Oh, this sounds interesting. No, 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 no. Oh, this sounds interesting. It's really that simple. The next call, this is where you're going to try and close them. The main goal of this second call with them that you've scheduled is to identify where they currently are, their current state, and where they want to be. And you want to identify and really highlight to them that there is a gap there between these two things. If you could highlight that there's a gap between those two things and position yourself as the person that can get them from A to B, they will pay you money to fix that problem. And they will pay you in proportion to the problem that you fix. They'll pay you in proportion to the value that you add. How do you close? Just really quickly, I'm going to make another video on this because it's really important. Once you think they've understood the problem that they have and they think that you have the solution, you have to have the guts to say, "So, should we do this together?" One way that you can make this easier is offer them a guarantee. If you go too hard with the guarantee, they'll think, this is shifty. Maybe there's a reason he wants this so bad. You say, "All my projects, 100% money back guarantee." Most people won't take that. You may lose some money on one of them. But the reviews are really important for your business going forward. So keep people as happy as possible. In a way, you're swapping having a boss at your job for these clients. But you might be traveling the world, and having your own schedule freedom and location freedom is worth sucking up a little bit of bad stuff, right? Okay, so just to summarize that, this is finding their current situation, finding their desired situation, highlighting the gap between, positioning yourself as the person that can fix this, having the guts to ask for the sale. They'll either say yes, they'll either say no. At the start, you probably, just dropped my pen. At the start, you probably won't close that many people, but if you are calling hundreds of people a day, you're going to get enough people on the phone, someone's going to say yes to you. How much should you charge? This is such a hard question. I think I actually need to make a proper video on this of how to price your services. But just very quickly, you're selling a website in the UK, you think it's going to generate them another 10 grand or another 15 grand in the year. They probably won't. 1,500 for a website that would generate them 15 grand over the next year, not unreasonable. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for people you can help enough that they will pay you a reasonable amount of money for you to do this service, because it does take time. Okay, so that's the second meeting in the close. Now your biggest problem is delivery. Once you have closed someone, you need to then deliver the work. If you are not particularly good at WordPress I think you should start with WordPress websites. If you're not particularly good at WordPress websites, you have access to YouTube. If you're watching this, you have access to YouTube. Go on YouTube, spend hours building WordPress websites, learning from tutorials, but the main focus should be getting enough WordPress websites out there so that you feel comfortable delivering something of value to a customer. Also, every website project you do then goes onto your own website, which is your portfolio. And when someone who you've cold called says this is interesting, you can send them to that website, they will check it out. Let's go back to delivery. After you've closed them, you need to deliver. The main thing here is deliver on time. Do what you say you're gonna do. This is so important. Don't take too long to deliver. Speed is key. Do it. I would even say, if you're selling in the beginning and you get a customer, drop all selling activities and just deliver the most amazing result for that customer. Then go back to selling. As you progress and you've got 4 or 5 projects on the go at the same time, you want to keep the sales going constantly, because I believe it's the most important thing. So you delivered. Let's not spend too much. I will make another video on how to actually deliver a WordPress website to a client. If you want me to make a video of how to deliver a WordPress website to a client, please comment below saying, I would like that tutorial, and I will make that for you. The next stage, once you've delivered, they're happy, which you're going to have some revisions. We're not going into that anymore. You've delivered it to them. They're really happy. They've paid you the second half of the money. Actually, let's go back a slight. How should you charge? In my opinion, the best way to charge for a website project is 50% up front, 50% at the end. Don't do any work until that 50% is in your business account. This keeps skin in the game for both parties. You've been paid and you want the other half of the money. They've paid, they're not going to walk away from the deal halfway through. If you can put a small contract together, put a contract together that says, me and the customer's name, I'm offering to do such and such service, success looks like, signed by you and the customer. Simple. It just makes it official. They're not going to back out the deal. They paid 50% up front. They trust you to deliver. You deliver. You get the other half of the money. Okay? After delivery, this comes the next stage, which is upselling and testimonials. One of the best ways to increase the likelihood that another potential customer will pay for your service is to get extremely good testimonials. So to get results for customers and get those customers to write testimonials and reviews that you then use as your sales material for getting new customers in. People buy from people, and if you are an unknown agent with no testimonials, it's very unlikely you're going to make the sale. Should this put you off in the beginning? No. How did anybody get to the stage where they had testimonials? They slogged through, okay? That's the testimonial side, but what is an upsell? You've made them a website. A website doesn't work on its own. If you sell them a website, they are probably also going to need social media management. They also need email management. All of these things you can look up and learn online. You should look them up and learn online, because it's one of the best ways that you can travel full time. Yeah? How are we doing? It's nice and sunny here, right? Hyde Park in London. Okay, upsell. Why should you upsell? Because someone that's bought from you already is more likely to buy from you again. You've done the hard work. They trust you. They've already paid you money. Yeah? So they're more likely to pay you more money to offer them more value. Okay. So I think on the whole, I must have said okay at least 50 times. I will work on that in future videos. But just to recap on this, the process is cold call, closing meeting, delivery, upsell and testimonial. You want to get them to the stage where you've done such a good job for them. When someone says, can I talk to them and find out the job that you did, they will sing your praises to that person and they are happy to talk about you. If you call 100 people a day regularly while you are abroad and offer them website design services, someone will say yes and you will earn £1,000 to £2,000 to complete that one website, which is enough to keep you going on to the next place. You can take this so much further. You could easily on your own manage 4 projects a month, probably in the beginning at £2,000. Then as you start hiring assistants and you start outsourcing this work to proper website developers on Upwork, which is a whole nother topic to go into. That is such a deep topic to go into. You've got to manage people. You've got to deliver negative feedback. You've got to explain yourself extremely well in the beginning. That's really worth going into. In fact, I'm going to make a video on that. Yeah. I'm glad that you've got through to this stage and that you've listened to this, and I hope you've got value to it. You've got value from it. The next step is that you need to take action on this. You need to take action on doing the cold calls, getting the closing meetings, building up your reviews and your referrals, delivering a good job and getting results. You need to put action into upselling these clients and getting the testimonials from you. It's all well and good watching a tutorial like this, and that is really important, but you need to take action on this and add value to people. Always add value. If you want coaching on this, if you want to work with me and I will go through this process with you, we'll identify the areas that you're stuck on, we'll help get testimonials, point you in the direction of what to build, who to call. Comment below, and then if enough people comment below on that, I will put a link for some one-on-one coaching. I really hope you got value from this video. This has let me travel anywhere I wanted to without really worrying about when my trip's going to end. It's a beautiful way to do business because you really add value to these people. It opens the door to other conversations and other services that you can do with them. So yeah, always add value.